How to bake an ORM texture in Blender. Step 1. Create the AO image. First, make sure your model is already loaded into Blender. Your materials can be blank or already have an image texture plugged into them. Every time you bake a new texture, you should create a new image texture node for that bake. In the shader editor, press Shift+A, search for image texture, and add the node. Click New and create a new image. You can name it whatever you want, but I recommend ending the name with _AO. For example, character_AO. Step 2. Select the image you are baking to. This applies every single time you bake a texture. Before you press bake, make sure the image texture node you want Blender to bake onto is selected and highlighted. If your model has multiple materials, you need to go through every material and make sure the correct image texture node is selected. For the AO bake, select your new _AO image texture node in every material. Blender uses the selected image texture node to determine which image it should bake the texture onto. If the wrong node is selected, Blender can bake to the wrong image or fail to give you the result you're expecting. Step 3. Bake the ambient occlusion. At this point, pause the video and copy my render and bake settings. Now bake the ambient occlusion. Once the bake finishes, you should get a simple black and white AO texture. This part should bake pretty quickly and easily. Step 4. Start building the ORM texture. Next, we are going to take that AO texture and turn it into the beginning of our ORM texture. ORM textures pack multiple texture maps into the RGB channels of a single image. Red equals ambient occlusion. Green equals roughness. Blue equals metallic. Add a combine color node. We are using the combine color node because we only want our AO texture information to be placed into one specific channel of the image. Plug your baked ambient occlusion texture into the red channel of the combine color node. AO should always go into the red channel of the ORM texture. Then set the green channel to 1. You'll notice the result changes color. That's completely normal. We are not trying to create a normal color texture here. We are using the red, green, and blue channels to store completely different types of texture information. Step 5. Change the bake settings. Go back to your bake settings and change the bake type to diffuse. Under the influence section, turn off direct, indirect. This makes Blender bake the color information coming from our node setup without adding lighting information. Step 6. Create the ORM image. Now create another new image texture in every material you're baking. Name this new image whatever you want, but I recommend ending it with _ORM. For example, character_ORM. This will be the image Blender bakes the packed ORM information onto. Step 7. Select the ORM image and bake. Just like we did with the AO bake, you need to make sure the image you're baking onto is selected. Go through every material and select highlight the new _ORM image texture node. Remember, the destination image texture node must be selected every time you bake, whether you're baking the AO texture or the final ORM texture. Once the _ORM image texture node is selected in every material, press Bake, and you're done. You should now have your ambient occlusion information packed into the red channel of your ORM texture, with the image ready for the roughness and metallic information to be added next.